Man, I hate the fact that I haven't got it in the first place. Okay. That is super bullish. That is bullish. But I mean, with this strong low, I doubt that we'll drop below this low. We did get a gap down open, but that bullish pin bar with these bullish hourly candles does suggest that we will be going a little bit higher. Don't know where the market is planning on going, but I think we'll potentially get a gap or a gap fill or a potential gap fill, and then we'll probably get a pullback, and then you'll probably finish it off. Probably see a move up because I doubt that we go.
Sell stop and Q.
Yeah, I mean we got to break out above this resistance trend line, and we're finding
Sell
support
stop
on
and
the
Q.
hourly chart. So I doubt that we'll see another bearish week this week. I doubt it. All right. I mean, if we can get a pullback back to if we can get a pullback back to 85, I don't mind getting into this. Hmm. Hmm. I don't want that to. Hmm. Trying to find a color that's just. I guess whatever, man. Hmm. Yeah, it has to be like a blue, like a like a neutral color or something like that. Something that can be seen, but at the same time, it's not going to. I mean, because this is just a range. That's all it is. It's not. It can be it can be considered support or resistance. Honestly, light sea green, light sea. Yeah, I think so too. We we might actually see it fail and pull back at 165. 160, 165 is probably where we'll see a pullback. If we get to 160 before I get tagged in, I wouldn't mind trying for a potential short there as well. But 160, 165 was that level all last week. You can see that the market was loving that level all last week. 160, 165. So I think that's probably where the market is trying to go to right now. If we don't see, hopefully I can. I mean, I would prefer to be in this long. Hopefully, hopefully I can kind of get tagged into this, but I don't think I will. I think the market is on its move, so I'm not gonna chase it. Yeah, I think I missed it. I mean, unless it gets like a pullback right here, I'm not gonna chase the Nasdaq this week. I'll definitely be setting limits, and I will definitely be waiting for my entry because the one thing that this comp account is teaching me right now is that when you only got one contract, you gotta be very strategic about your entries and your exits. You definitely gotta be strategic about it. Every point counts. Your entries and your exits count, and it really all that stuff counts. All that matters. It's and this is something that I'm not saying I didn't know before, but it really is put into perspective. I will say that. Man, I'm just trying to find a right color for this range so I can just have it. I don't want it to be green or red. It just seems like either the blue is too bright or it's too dull or it's too. I mean, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. What color is that? Dark gray? Hmm. Dark gray, huh? That's interesting. I mean, that's not too bad of a color. Yeah, that's not too bad. You see how purple looks? I feel like purple will kind of do the same thing, but let's see. Because my trend line is purple. What I'm trying to do is just have it to where the colors ain't all over the place. So let's see how the purples look then. Ah shit, well. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm not gonna get tagged into this. Unfortunately. Sucks. Hmm. Alright, so this is all the purples that I got. Let's try a medium purple. Yeah, that's too. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'll just keep it a dark gray. Okay. Like I said, I mean, hopefully I can get in this then. Hopefully I can get into this. If not, then if I get in at 60, I mean, it's highly unlikely for it to come back down though. So I would prefer to kind of get into this. It's long, but the way that this thing is looking, now that'll highly be unlikely unless we get a rejection here from the 200 EMA, which again looks highly unlikely because technically we're making higher lows and we're taking out highs. So, but I will try a short at 60. I mean, I will 60, 65. I'll try it. That's probably what we'll get. But man, I would prefer to be in that long. So how does everybody enjoy losing an hour? I mean that sucked. That sucked. I really wish that they would do something about I could have sworn. Mm, I always forget. This one was something different, but all right. So let's see what they do at 160. I don't know if they want to. If they're gonna try to pull something slick here. If they try to like run 160 potentially, probably get back up here to this. Probably fill the gap. But then we all know that the Nasdaq doesn't fill the gap the first time. The first time to fill the gap is always a trap. You know that. Yeah, it definitely is, Alfred. And nah, gain weight. Nah, that's too high to buy. Not with one contract. It's not even a decent scalp. That thing is not even a decent scalp. You damn right, gain weight. Especially when you get paid out from it. You dang right. Okay, so what, March 1st? March 4th. All right, so let's do the CFTC data real quick and we'll go over it. I feel like I'm behind because I did not look at that damn thing over the weekend. Dang, seems like every website is asking if I'm a human nowadays. So March 4th. All right, so let's look at the NAS. All right. Hmm. That's interesting. That is interesting. Like I said, I don't think we go any lower. I don't think so. I mean, unless they take that low out, I don't think we're going no lower. And when I mean lower, I'm talking about underneath this low. I mean, we could, but it's highly unlikely. Okay. All right. All right. So this is the CFTC data for the week. This is the CFTC data for the week. Oh, all right, there it is. All right. So right now, they are 57% long and 43% short this week. They got a net contract size of 18,900, so basically 19,000 contracts net long. We are still getting okay, so it's definitely the tariffs that are definitely encouraging this massive sell-off. We all know that Trump is using these tariffs as leverage to get what he wants from these other economies, but it looks like they're hell bent on fighting or going tariff for tariff with this quote unquote tariff war that we're in. Um, I don't know why everybody's acting tough over the internet. These world leaders, I understand that they want to appear tough, but unless they're about to get in bed with China, uh, the United States economy is where they make their bread and butter. It is the biggest economy, only second or equally or second to China. So I mean, if you're not going to you're not going to China. I mean, I really don't know why they're playing big and bad, at least on TV over the internet and shit. But we'll see what happens with that. But until Trump is very clear about what he wants. He's very clear about what he expects, and I really don't know why people play with him in terms of let's play these little games. Let's try to get his base to go against him. Like this man hasn't been crucified for the last 4 years, last 8 years, really. Like that at this point in his presidency has any effect on him. But that's the only play that these Democrats play because to them, it's important to them because that's what their base care about. So when they all they're doing is projecting, but that's not the reality here. So, but I've over the weekend I have seen all the protests. Elon Musk is definitely or Tesla is definitely feeling the pain. Um, I think Tesla is in a very tough spot. They know that they'll get over it. This is not the first time Elon Musk has put them in a situation where Uh, the company is losing investors, but at the same time, if it wasn't for Elon, then they wouldn't have any investors. So it's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't. We've seen a lot of vandalism of Tesla factories, of Teslas, and all kind of other stuff. We're seeing a lot of that. Uh, but I don't allow my emotions to get in my way. What I meant to do on Friday was buy calls, but I think I'd probably do the best thing of I'll probably wait. I'll probably buy some calls on tomorrow. This is not financial advice or nothing, but Tesla's in support right now. I mean, it doesn't have to fly or nothing. It doesn't. I'm not saying that we should see a big retracement back up to probably 330 or 360 or something like that. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that we are in support. And if I get some far out, probably like 30, 60-day calls, I think they'll print. I think they will print. But and let's look at this thing on the weekly. I mean, price is coming back up into this range though, so I mean, we are coming back to this range. So you know what? Mm, mm. I mean, we kind of already had a range rotation already though. Mm. I mean, so the question is, I mean, will the bulls buy as price come into this range, or are we going to see a breakdown, a breaker structure to the downside, and potentially? I mean, I doubt this thing goes back all the way to 100 though. That would be absolute craziness. I mean, you got a low right here, 135. So I mean, probably like close to 200, 185 maybe. All I know is that the bulls got to hold this range though, if they want higher, if they want to retest at that high, or potentially a retest, like I said, about 340, probably 350, 360. Yeah, about like 360 at that candle high, somewhere around there. Yeah, like 360, 370 potentially. Because like I said, this reminds me of when the first time Tesla was just free falling and you couldn't buy that damn thing, and it recovered. So anybody that didn't buy Tesla when it was at $60 per share, yeah, they punch in the air right now because this thing ran all the way back up to like 500, yeah, about like 500 or something like that. Yeah. So shit, you know how I feel about that, Alfred. So that means you caught the bottom. So yeah, I honestly I was like, well, I thought about kind of coming in early and kind of getting in and making some of this money, but I was like, man, I don't know. On Sundays, I always try to just come in at I just get in front of my desk at the time I start the stream with you guys. Unless I'm on my last day and I just need to make $100 to get the consistency rule, I try to only come in at this time. But Alfred, I definitely was thinking over the weekend about getting a take profit trader account. I was thinking about it. I mean, the deal they're doing is a 30% off, no assignment fee, right? There's no assignment fee. Now let's look at that. they're doing no assignment fee. I'll consider it. I'll consider it because I was kind of looking over their rules and stuff like that, and I was like, you know what? I mean, as long as you go get over that buffer, you can take out a payout anything above that buffer. Uh, the daily loss limit is removed. A 50K account will probably be, so what's 30% off of 50K? That'll be like what, 119 or something like that. 51, 170 minus 51. Yeah, well, damn, 119 on the dot. Oh shit. Look at me, look at my brain doing math and shit. All right, so 119. So basically 120 for an account. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, man. I just gotta clean up my trading behavior. That's it. I just gotta clean that up. Y'all know, y'all know the trailing drawdown is my kryptonite. Not necessarily my kryptonite, but it just goes against my trading style. I hate that shit. I hate taking profits before it hits my TP. I hate that shit. so so Mo, actually, from what I've heard, and based on it, Smith experience, uh you can have a cash account, but you can't withdraw it on the same day. You still gotta wait. They don't relinquish your funds as soon as you request it. They make you wait on it. With Take Profit Trader, you can request your funds and instantly get it. It's faster than a cash account when it comes to payouts. It's faster. And I was really considering that. I really am considering that. So this is what I do. I mean, that trailing drawdown is going to kick my butt. I hate it. That means I have to be right, which is not necessarily something that I cannot do. What is concerning to me is that I have to take profits. When a Nasdaq is moving, you know she's a siren, man. When she's playing her song, you know she's tempting as hell. Yeah, because man, I'm gonna start keeping financial juice on another screen because I forgot which long I was in. It was a long at the end of the day. I was in this long right here. When I said that this thing shot up instantly because of that crypto news, like as soon as financial juice dropped the news, because I saw it on the I had, for whatever reason, I had financial juice open. I saw the red start news and I was thinking about getting long. I saw the red, I got in long. Good thing I got in long because man, this thing flew up. And then it got my target hit, and I was like, man, that shit ain't done. That shit about to go again. And so I got right back in, and then I got my target hit again. And I was like, man, 2 seconds, 14, $1,500 on one contract based on that crypto news. And then we got that drop because the bears were trying to drop this thing. But then they finally got that breaker structure down. But then you can see that they found support. I mean, somewhat right here. Somewhat right there. Yeah, that's definitely true. That's definitely true. Hold on, you said Nate says it's the trailing only in pro? Like, what do you mean? Well, actually, I really don't. Okay, so pro plus. Yeah. Yeah, Nate, yeah, I know. I mean, eval don't even matter. I mean, I know that they, so, man, like, I talk about this. We all know the strategy that take profit use. Now, is very good once you overcome this. Daily payouts is definitely something that I want to start taking advantage of because I was thinking about it all over the weekend. Everybody was talking about take profit trader this, take profit trader that. So I just finally looked at it, and man, if I can just kind of get over that, if I can get over that trailing drawdown, y'all know we make 10K every goddamn day. Y'all know we make 10K every day. Just imagine that shit, man. Getting 10K payouts daily. Hmm. And shit, once you get over that, yeah. So yeah, I'll. Mm. Okay, so I do see it as an 80-20 split, 80-20 profit split. That shouldn't be that bad. I mean, especially if you're getting paid out every day, that shouldn't be that bad. And then when you put you in pro plus, it's a 90-10 split. But the one thing that I'm gonna have to really clean up is like this is something else that I was thinking about over the weekend. I know a lot of people like Michael Jordan, but I'm definitely a Kobe fan. That that black Mamba mentality, that is something I can definitely relate to. The market's still open, the job ain't fucking done. There's more money that could be made. And that's a gift and a curse. That's a double-edged sword. Double-edged sword. Shit, I made 5K. I can make 10. I can make 10. And I can make 15. Market ain't closed. Job ain't finished. You can make some more money. And if I'm gonna get daily payouts, all the only thing that needs to happen is that thought, like, dang, you got a 5K payout waiting for you. How would you feel if you can get 10? And shit, this is the Nasdaq, and you know she can do it. Yeah, it's just gonna have to be something like with self control. Just accept the payouts, get a couple of payouts, and then over time, go hard on them. Hmm. Well, shit, Nate, I'll be the first one to tell you. Uh, how do I want to say this? I know this is gonna sound very cliche, but don't think of it like that. Don't think that I got only $700 left. If you focus on the process, $700 is easy. Shit, we make $700 in fucking unrealized profit every day on this stream. You need $700 is only 30 what 35, 34, 35, 35 points on the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq does that. She sneezes 35 points. You can be on the wrong side of the market and get 35 points. So don't think of it like, oh man, I need $700. So How can I get 35 points? And you can break up the 35 points if need be. Because what I've found personally, and I've made a couple of mistakes doing this myself, is I was telling Alfred the other day, all I needed was $100, and because I told myself all I needed is $100, that $100 is hard to make. As crazy as that sound, as much money as we make on this stream, $100 was difficult to make, and that's all I needed. And I was down like $500 before it finally came back and hit my target. But the crazy thing is that I was down 500 trying to hurry up and try to edge out $100 because I didn't want to wait for a setup. I just wanted to get in and just hurry up and make that $100. No setup, no nothing. Brute force that shit. And because I tried to just get $100, I had to eat maybe $600 of drawdown before it came back. And you already know it was either daily loss limit or my $100. So I done that, and then after that, it was like, you know what? I don't want to be in that situation again. If I stick to the process, what actually got me here to the dance, to be able to say that all I need is $100 for a payout, and then it's just easy. It's easy. So I would, from moving forward, just tell yourself all you need is 35 points. That's it. Wait for your setup, and the Nasdaq will give you 35 points. She'll give you more than that. She'll give you more. But if you trade against her, you'll become liquidity real quick. And she's really good at inducing trading on tilt. She's really good at that. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, I was looking at it all weekend, and I'm definitely tempted, man. I know that I'm probably going to have to. I mean, I don't have to. If I just trade this thing the way I should trade it, then this should be easy daily money, man. It should be really easy money if I trade this the way I need to. But man, the Nasdaq can be so goddamn addictive, and she'll knock you off your wall. She won't do it, but it's easy to get knocked off your square when trading the Nasdaq for sure. I ain't trading the ES because there ain't no money to be made on ES. It's easy money, but it's not a lot of it. Oh shit, they got it. Hold on. Oh, I was about to say. I know this thing talking about they ain't got no 50 cents round trip. They got a $5.50 round trip on commissions. I'm about to say that that's cheap. 50 cents round trip commissions. That's cheap. And yep, that's exactly right, Alfred. Yep. Looking for that finish line. You'll definitely jump in at a bad spot. Uh the one thing, something else that I've come to accept is that the Nasdaq will only she does what she wants to do. You can get lucky and do what you want to do, but at the end of the day, she's gonna do what she want to do. You can tell her that, oh man, you're at resistance, you're supposed to drop. Oh, you're at support, you're supposed to pop. She does what the fuck she wants to do. And if you're trading against that, well, unfortunately, you'll become liquidity. And last week has definitely proved to me that if I'm not trading in tandem with her, well, you'll F around and you'll find out. I mean, since that's so cute to say now, on social media, it's now people in that finding out stage. They fucked around and now they're in that find out stage. And the NASDAQ will constantly put you in that find out phase. She'll constantly do it. Like last week. I ain't listening to our boy Alfred. We got the 760 last week, Friday. I didn't think we was gonna get down that far, but shit, I got in at where did I get in at? Like what, 850 or something like that? I got in right here because the liquidity. I was like, nah. I mean, it'll probably pop before it dropped. Man, that shit got all the way to 760. Good thing I was able to kind of get my money back from this. But if I was heavy, man, that account would have been gone. And that's something else. I think I might just actually start only trading with one or two contracts moving forward in these smaller accounts. If I have a 20K goal, then yeah, it is what it is. We go in 3, 5 contracts. We got to get to 20K. We're not going to be in an account for more than a week. We got to get to the payouts. But kind of like what Alfred said, like it seems like on the last day of these accounts, for whatever reason, I blow it up. I don't know why. I really don't. I don't know why I blow them up. And I'm using all my drawdown to get the money back. And I don't know why. Like I don't know why I kind of fumble. It's not performance anxiety. It's not I don't feel like it is, but it just seems like whenever it gets to the last day, it's like I just want to get it done. Like I just want to get it done. I just want to get it done. And I become impatient and I pay for that impatience. I pay for it. Mm, mm. So Discord doesn't want to pop up though, huh? Nice. Damn, yo, congratulations, dude. Congratulations. Yeah. Oh wow. Damn, they got damn. Okay, so that was the 50 cents for the micros. That is pretty good. That's the cheapest. Okay, damn. Take profit trade. Damn. Okay, that is it. That's pretty cheap. That's the cheapest commissions that I've seen so far. Nobody else has cheaper commissions than that. That's basically how much I pay with my live brokerage account. Hmm. All right, so it looks like this thing is being bought off this trend line. Like I said, I don't. I'm not gonna buy it up here. I kind of wish that I kind of saw this before. I wish I saw this before. Unfortunately, I saw this a little bit too late. This setup, but I do think that once we get up here a little bit, we'll probably see a trend line break. We probably will, and I doubt that they fill that gap the first time. Hmm. shit, it's $1.74 on micros per contract. That's why I switched back to minis. That's why I switched right back to minis because that's expensive. It's $1.74. I believe the minis are $5 round trip on the minis though. Yeah, that shit is expensive, dude. That's why I was like, I ain't trading no damn micros no more. But I do continue. So the one thing that I have learned though, if you're trading the Nasdaq, I would have. So I mean, if you're going to trade micros, I mean, obviously this doesn't necessarily concern you, but if you trade minis, I would keep a micro chart up. I would actually look at all my time frames using the micros and trade on the minis. The micros have a lot more volume than the minis, a lot more. So the candles will definitely look very different. In my opinion, I feel that the micro Nasdaq, uh, because I prefer to look at each candle while before making a trading decision. Because the micro Nasdaq has all the volume, the candles tells a different story versus the minis. And I just enter on the minis based on what I see on them on the micros. Uh, and this is why. I mean, the volume on both of these instruments are night and day. I mean, look at the Nasdaq or the micros, literally triple, quadruple the amount of contracts being traded on the micros. So because it's trading at a higher volume, you'll see more candles, you'll see more structure, and you just won't get that story on the minis. So, and looks like we got 7 more days. We got a week until contract rollover. That's going to be fun. We got 7 more days in the March contract, and then we're going to go to June or July. One of those. On March, June, yeah, July contracts. So, all right, so we're getting close to 60. I want to see what they do at 60. I mean, if they pop it up a little bit, I'm going to want to get into that. I want to try it short. I mean, if I'm wrong here, I'm wrong, but I want to try for 160, 160, 170 or something like that. Hmm. And it looks like Bookmap crashed. Hmm. So this is what I'm going to be looking out for. I mean, I kind of want to see a push a little bit further. I mean, I guess we could see a move down from there, but the way that this trend line is sloped up, uh, But this trend line is sloped up. I kind of want to see this thing go a little bit higher. I honestly don't even know why I did that. Hmm. 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 So let's see, cause that crash and stuff. All right, so Nasdaq, bookmap, Nasdaq. Cool. Nah, like I said, I wouldn't buy it this high. Not with one contract. Especially not when price is trading in that gap. I wouldn't buy that. Mm. Yeah, look at that. That's definitely bullish on the hourly. Mm. That's definitely bullish on the hourly though. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Mm. That would absolutely suck, wouldn't it? Mm. Mm. He said, "Down goes Ali, huh?" Man, this thing is still trending, so I think I wouldn't short this. I definitely wouldn't short it. This is obviously super bullish. Like I said, I wouldn't. I'd probably short this at like 165, 170. I doubt 160 will be. I mean, there's a wall at 160 right now. It does look like they kind of want to break this trend line. I mean, you do got your trend line right here that the bulls are respecting. You can see that every trend line touch, the market is buying this. So we haven't got a trend line break, so that doesn't justify going short or getting out of a long. Mm. Oh no, Gangway, it needs my permission. It needs my permission to do anything. It most definitely needs my permission. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, man, I don't feel like even dealing with this anymore. I mean, if I see something, I'll take it, but I'm not even. I hate trading this damn instrument. You know me and the Nasdaq go together. You know we go together. She asks me what she needs to do every day, and I tell her to make me some money. I keep telling y'all the power of a good woman. Just gotta be strong. Tell her what you need her to do, and she'll do it. Provide her with some instructions, and she will execute. Oh. All I know is that I'm not gonna play this game with Nasdaq though. I'm not gonna play this. I mean, I still feel some type of way about her not filling my order and not coming back down. She came down to 97. I think I had my. I mean, mm, I guess I would have felt like an ass if I got in that high and it came down to my entry. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. Yeah, like I said, moving forward, I'm definitely just going to. I'm gonna be okay with whatever the Nasdaq does. I'm gonna be okay. If she misses my entry, I'll just look for the next opportunity. Because as I go on that back test, like week after week, I do my homework over the weekend, and one thing is definitely for certain: if you miss the bus, just wait for the other one. Just wait for the one that you know is coming in the next 10, 15 minutes. It really is patience with the Nasdaq. It really is. I back test every weekend, do my homework every weekend, and it's like, dude, if you just don't go tilt, if you take a loss, like if you're getting at a good decent spot and you take the loss and just be patient, like she'll pay you. She'll pay you back that loss. Plus, give you plenty of opportunities to make money. Plenty of opportunities. You just gotta be patient. And that's easy to say when the market ain't moving, but man, when she's moving 100 points in a range, man, that's so difficult. But when the candles stop moving and you do your back test, it's like, dude, if I just got in here, just waited, re-entered, waited and re-entered, I would have made so much money. Oof. Oh, come on, Alex. Come on. You got the ES charts on the Nasdaq stream. Blasphemy. Blasphemy. Yeah, I've already told you guys I've completely broken up with the ES. I only use her as reference now. I just can't trade her. Like I said, this comp account has literally solidified that for me. I can't trade the ES. I just can't. She's definitely a size queen, and I don't necessarily care to trade size all the time. I don't even know what that means. He said BBS. What? BBWS? What the hell does that mean? Oh, big beautiful women. Is that what that means? Big? No, that's not it. Oh, BBWs. Oh, BBWs. Okay, I see it now. BBWs. Well, you see, I mean, she didn't put the apostrophe after the W. I was like, I thought that's what you meant, but I never was like, where's the S come from? Well, shit. I mean, Mm. Mm. Well, pretty sure we'll probably see like a retest probably at this range. I mean, I'm gonna pull my order, obviously. I'm gonna pull my order and just probably waiting and see what happens tomorrow overnight. I am definitely not interested in being up all night with this price action. And that's like 100 point gap above this trend line right here. That's like 100 point gap. Mm. Well, it found support, so I mean, if we're going to, I mean, found support, yeah, that makes sense. Let me see. Hmm. Yeah, probably like 175. Probably. Yeah, that's pretty decent. I mean, if we see it, no, like I said, I don't believe that. We know what a sell off looks like, and if this was, I mean, they may break it. We know what a sell off looks like. So, all right, so this is what I'm going to be looking for, depending on what happens before I decide to pull this order. I mean, there's only two scenarios that I see, and this is just based on what the Nasdaq does on a regular basis. So obviously, this is a support trend line for at least right now. The way that this thing is sloped, I do expect a breakout pretty soon. I mean, unless they do something where they do this and then they do something like that, I don't expect this to go too much higher because they would need a really big breakout, a pullback, and then they would actually need to kind of blast. But I do think that we could potentially, I mean, if this is going to be the high for right now, I mean, I could potentially see like a small break. But then if it does get bought back up, then I do expect something like that to happen. I do expect something like that to happen because it's too sloped. The bulls ain't going to want to buy that, especially, and they're going to probably want to sell that. And then plus you got this gap right here. You got this big giant gap right there, which is another clue. I mean, we do got last week's close right here. We do got last week's close, but I mean, I doubt that price gets all the way up there. I doubt it. And the market's gonna want to fill this gap first. And you already kind of see the market has already dipped into this gap, and we're starting to see people take profits here, but we're not seeing we're not seeing a confirmation candle right here. We're not seeing that at all. Not seeing no confirmation that says that this is where they want to short this thing for a potential retest of, if not that low, this area right here, or potentially this range right here. I mean, somewhere in this range. Yeah, somewhere in this range. Somewhere in this range. Mm. Mm. Yeah, don't even touch it, dude. Don't even touch it. On 207, huh? Hmm. I mean, 207 right there would probably be really good. You know what I'm gonna do? All right, so this is what I'll do. I'm not gonna set a limit, but I think okay. So if the market gets above 293, I want to know. I want to know if the market gets above 293 because I'll be looking for a short opportunity at that area. All right, so I got that alert created. I think that's also going to be something that's going to be a part of my strategy from now on. Doing a lot of thinking over the weekend, and I think just potentially just having an alert instead of just watching the charts and getting caught up in the price action. I think just having price or just having my brokerage alert me when price gets at a point of interest instead of just watching the charts. I think that'll probably be like really beneficial as well. I mean, obviously, if I'm on stream, I'm going to be watching the charts, but if I'm away from the charts, just have my brokerage alert me. I mean, there is a lot of liquidity sitting right there at 157, though. Hmm. Yeah, probably like 170 or something like that. That probably seems like, yeah, like 170, probably like 180 or something. 170. Hmm. All right, so I'm gonna pull this order. I'll probably be on for the next like 5, 10 minutes or something like that. I'm not gonna be up all night. I mean, shit, the world just robbed us of an hour, so just for an extra little bit of sunlight. Ain't nobody asked for that. Ain't nobody asked for that shit. I'd rather have some sleep than sunlight. But I will say that I am happy that we're now gonna get some more. I mean, we're in spring now. I get some more sunlight. The world is back alive. I mean, honestly, I feel like we didn't even have no winter for real. We just had a couple of cold nights, but we don't have winters anymore, which is weird. I mean, obviously, if you live up north, then obviously that's an asinine statement. Y'all get winter more often than what y'all will want. But out here in the south, it just seems like it's hot and then it's just cold a couple of days. You might get a little bit of snow, then it goes right back to being hot. Yeah, Nate, I think so too. I don't think the Nasdaq is taking out that low. I don't think so. I mean, we do got a small little value area. Actually, I'm gonna start marking these values. I'm gonna mark this. I'm gonna mark that. So, because I know it's gonna change overnight, but I'm gonna mark this area for tomorrow. I'm gonna mark this area for tomorrow. I think if we do see a pullback, this will probably be the area that we pull back into potentially. I think this low is good. I think that low is good. I mean, because we're basically retesting. So, I mean, we got that. I mean, when I see a move, when I see this right here, when I see this is super support to me. You got a low, you got support turning into resistance, turning back into support. That's I feel like that's a strong low. And then you got price holding this area right there. And then you basically getting a double bottom in this area right here after you made a strong low right here. That just tells me that the market wants higher. Now, what I'm not saying is that if it gets up here, then we could potentially see another move down. We could, especially if the market doesn't want to break out above that range. Because if it's not going up, it's going down. So, but I think for right now, that low is safe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, yeah, 20K. It shit. We'll probably get like, I mean, if we do see 20K, we'll probably see like 25 because that's been I mean, that was the level that they faked the bulls out or they faked the bears out the other day, right here. 25, 23. They thought that they was going to get 20K. Nope, they didn't get 20K. They got the market going up higher. And then once they got higher, then it came crashing back down. But I think that once the market comes back down into this area, we'll potentially see them miss 20K again. Because you already know the Nasdaq miss. I mean, she does that purposely. She gets the bulls and the bears that way by front running levels and then just coming back for the liquidity after she gets done playing with people. Smith got caught up like that. I told Smith, man, I wasn't even in a trade. I was like, bro, just get out of it. He was like, no, I want 20K. I'm not getting out until 20K. Man, that shit hit like 2005, 23 or something like that. Missed 20K by a couple of points. And that shit super rallied. And I was like, bro, that shit ain't coming back. Just get out. But I understand the stubbornness. Once you see a number, it's hard to unsee it. It doesn't matter if you're green or not. It doesn't matter. If you see 105 and it goes back up to 100, that $5 in that moment means a loss. And it's hard. It's a challenge to close a position unless you're just like, you tell yourself that you don't care. And you have to tell yourself you don't care because we all know that we actually do care. We care. But we got to tell ourselves we don't care to close out that position. So 58, 50. No, that shit was 58 before. And this was at 15. All right, so we got a trend line break. Dang. So we got the trend line break. Let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes. I said I would prefer. I would honestly prefer to get in at 85. I would prefer that to get in back in long. If it gives it to me, I wouldn't have mind getting in short at 60, but of course the Nasdaq isn't going to give it to you. Of course, that's where I really wanted to get in short is at 60, but it front runs the level all the time. It'll front run that damn level because I mean, why is it stopping at 156? Because it knows that a lot of people are sitting at 160. That's why. It's just what the Nasdaq does. It's what she does. There's a lot of people sitting at 2100 right now, but I don't think that's not gonna hold. You probably see a stop run at that level. I don't think it holds. It kind of sucks because shit, I would have, man. Why can't I just went to 60, man? Damn. Hmm. I mean, I really can't even squint my eyes and see why it stopped at 150. And I don't know why. I don't know why it stopped at 156. Oof. You say I'll retrading crypto? No. I actually took Bitcoin off my charts, actually. I actually took her off my chart so I can just focus on the Nasdaq. Yeah, I've been actually let's look at that. BTC. This isn't Bitcoin futures, but this is Bitcoin USD. Or man, I love Bitcoin, man. Such a bear market. Man, all I gotta do is take a short and just walk away from the screen, and you're definitely almost guaranteed to make money. Yeah, the way that candle looks, we're about to get like another leg down on Bitcoin. We're gonna probably get another leg down. So the last time the Bitcoin moved like this is when we got up to what 7,600, and we saw a move all the way back down to what it was like 15K, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like we're gonna probably get another one of those with Bitcoin. I don't think nobody wants to start buying too high above 100K. I mean, obviously we got price. I think what the all-time highs on Bitcoin. I think it's like what all-time high right now. Oh shit! I didn't know that Bitcoin got this high. Rest in peace to anybody that bought the top on Bitcoin. God damn, because you shit 112,000. Dang, rest in peace, dude. Hey, shit. I already know Bitcoin traders. They hodl. They hodl. Yeah, yeah, dude. That's crazy, man. Yo, I mean, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. And then there's people that are up here right now, and they did not close this shit. They didn't close it. They did not close it. Hopefully they. I mean, well, I mean, I find it interesting that people trade Bitcoin and don't expect it to ever drop when it all it does is drop. I don't get it. I mean, it pumps off a hype. All crypto does the same shit. Crypto pumps off a hype. Like you don't buy it when it's going up. I mean, them Wojak memes are basically a roadmap to how to trade crypto. Like shit. I don't know if you can short sell crypto, but if you can, I'll always sell this thing because it seems like it's always dropping. It does not like these pumps are short lived. Damn, look at that. Let's look at. I mean, shit. 12,000, 112,000, 85,000. Shit. I mean, from the highs, it's dropped down almost $27,000 from the highs. Hey. Well, there goes grandma's retirement, unfortunately. And it's sad. That's sad because I know that happens. The crypto bros or the little bros. Hey, grandma, buy Bitcoin. It's going to the moon. Dude, you don't think it's already at the moon right now? You don't think it's orbiting, sitting at 112,000? You don't think that's the moon? Where do you think this thing's going to go? Who you think is going to be buying them highs? Liquidity. The liquidity buys the highs, especially when there is no crypto hype news. I mean, dude, at this point, you should know how to trade crypto. It's hype. It's all hype. Greed and fear is what runs crypto markets, is what fuels crypto markets. That's why I love shorting it because fear. Oh yeah, and Smith was saying that the people that won that was up millions in that competition with TradingView, they said that they was only trading Bitcoin, which honestly I didn't even think to do. I'm sitting here so stuck on Nasdaq, I didn't even think to trade Bitcoin. I would have traded it. I did not think to trade Bitcoin. Shit, we would have made some real money. And I was like, how the hell are they making millions of dollars trading futures? But I guess that's me. I've been trading futures prop firms for so long that I hate to say it, but I guess I just assumed that you can only trade futures on that damn in that competition. I didn't think that you could trade crypto. As crazy as that sounds. My mind is geared to only trade futures, I guess. But I definitely wanted to trade Bitcoin. I would have shorted the hell out of this thing. Full port short, catching this thing. And y'all guys knew I would have did it. Man. Well, the next time they do the competition, I know next time that you can trade Bitcoin. And I'll just trade Bitcoin. All right. So like I said, I mean actually I'll stay on until 10:30 and then 10:30 I'll cut it. I want to see what if we do see price gets down to like 85 or something like that, 85, 80. I'll definitely buy into this for a retest of that high. I'll definitely buy into it. Yep. It is free money. That's interesting. Yeah, I think they probably come back down here. Have a good night, Alfred. I guess. I guess. Mm, Yes, that means I have to do everything earlier. I have to do things earlier tomorrow. The hell is even this? Bear strap. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I think so too, man. I think so too, Griffin trade. I mean, if this doesn't hit my level before in the next 2 minutes, which I doubt, uh, I'm going to bed. I'm just going to go and I'll just come back tomorrow. The one thing about the Nasdaq is that you don't necessarily need the top or the bottom. You can trade the middle on the Nasdaq, which is always a good thing. Yeah. But all right. So I mean, kind of going back over. So this week, the institutions are still bullish. They're 57% bullish and only 43% short. And that kind of tells me that we could potentially see a range next week. We could see a range, or not this next week, but this week right here. We could see a range. So that's what I'm gonna be expecting. Um, Actually, let me put in this data real quick. Can't believe I didn't put this in. All right, so 20 to 40. 20 to 50. 2350. 2350. 2375. 2080. 2050. And 19930. And 19920. Okay. Okay. Got that done. Okay. Yeah, all right, guys. Like I said, I'm not going to be waiting on this. We'll just come back tomorrow. But all right, that's it for me tonight. We'll come back tomorrow, and we'll definitely look for ways to earn money tomorrow. And with that said, have a good rest of your night, and peace out, everybody.